So here we go, start of my last race at the World Vet motocross races at Glen Helen. I take the start pretty conservatively, and by conservatively I mean slow. I got roosted pretty hard in one of my past races, so I just try and kind of hang around it in the back. I'm slow anyway, so I'm okay with that because I catch up with the back of the pack by the first corner. So, kind of riding with a couple guys. I probably should have made it by 88 a bit sooner than I did, but I decided to just kind of hold back a bit, stay with them. Now this is the first climb of the race. This is Glen Helen, so it's a real hilly course. It's a lot of fun to ride. Make it up to the top of the hill, and then we have the big descent, which these descents got really chopped up over the course of the racing weekend. They're just monster braking bumps, so they're pretty tricky, but not too much drama. No one's going all that fast. Everyone's pretty clogged up. There's a little kind of hip jump here. I'm just sort of staying behind 88. I get a little tripped up there and wash a little wide. Not really a great line. Through another soft turn, I'm just going through the outsides, trying to take kind of the easy line, just following other people. But I know 88's a bit slower than me, so I'm going to try and make a move on him when I can. Not up that hill. I got kind of caught up behind him and I had to go down a gear actually there, so I want to get past him because he's holding me up. The next set of guys are starting to get away and I see that, so I just casually go by him here before this turn. And then I wash wide on that turn. Did not do a good job there, but not the end of the world. Now there's a little step down jump here that I don't really clear. I wasn't really clearing it at all in the races. I could do it in the practice, but I just wasn't getting after it in the race. Here I washed wide again and got caught up in this real thick, deep mud. So I'm going to try and stay out of that in the next couple laps. Now again, I'm trying to take kind of a middle line. I did an alright job there, staying in the rut. And again, just trying to take kind of a midline, coming up to one of the first two scrub jumps. You're not really supposed to jump, you're supposed to kind of maintain your speed over, because they don't really have a landing. Now the track kind of doubles back on itself here. I'm trying to catch back up to the next set of riders because they're getting away from me a little bit. And I think I saw them, that I was starting to get close, and I got caught off guard there. That was just a real sloppy error. I got a little off balance, but I kept the clutch in, so I was able to kind of take right off again. So not the end of the world, but I'm definitely trying to catch 88 again because I saw that he got by me. So right now my adrenaline's going, trying to make up some time, trying to get by him. Probably should have held my breath a bit and calmed down, but here, make a sloppy mistake in this real soft sand and just lay the bike down. I didn't really realize how big of a problem this was going to be. When I laid the bike down, it was on the clutch side, so the bike ended up stalling because I couldn't keep the clutch in when I was picking the bike back up, and then the bike won't start. I'm kicking it, it's not starting. Sometimes when the bike gets laid over, you get a bunch of fuel in the cylinder and it kind of floods it. I'm looking back at my wheel because I also couldn't get the rear wheel to turn. I got it started, but the bike just immediately died when I let the clutch out. Here's the next heat of riders making the way by me. So finally, I get the rear wheel free. I think there was something caught in it and it just kind of pops. Real weird. Haven't had that happen to me before. And so now we're back to the starting straight, down to the first wide turn. This is a fun straightaway. You can carry a lot of speed through the turn. There's another rider in the next heat getting by me. But yeah, this was a good race. I was with people the entire time, so it was fun. Through this choppy section, going up to the first big hill, and here I'm just tired. So once again, kind of wash wide, get caught up in the rut, get hit by another rider. it's on the clutch side again, so the bike dies when I pick it up. Also, this was tough because it was kind of off camber, so I couldn't actually get my left foot on the ground really easily when I was kick-starting the bike. So I was trying to balance the bike as I was kick-starting it. So just really awkward at the foot of a hill, as I said, off camber. I finally get it started, have a little gap, so I start making my way up the hill with my tail between my legs. 3 falls in 1 lap, so definitely not a good lap, but I try and keep it together. Kind of thought about pulling off then at my 3rd fall just because I was tired, but thought I would keep at it a bit. So down bottom of the hill. I'm coming up on a rider again, which is nice. This group of riders that I'm riding with now is the 45 to 50-year-old intermediate and novice riders. They were in the same race as the 25 to 30 intermediate novice. So that was nice. On the last day of races, I was with all of the 25-year-old riders, so it was novice, intermediate, and advanced, and that really wasn't any fun, but having all the novice and intermediate riders together was a lot better competition for the slow people like myself. So behind a couple guys, I think I can catch them. I've kind of gotten my head back on my shoulders. I think I'm a little calmer now that a lap and a half has gone by. I know that I'm not racing anymore within my class, so it doesn't really matter. Yep, here's this little gap jump again. I'm gonna sort of hop down the hill. I try and make up a little ground on the hill, carry a little bit more speed than the other guys. And here I know not to wash wide, and I just barely stay out of the soft stuff, so it's a lot faster that time. A lot better. Now, here I just kind of followed these riders wide. I probably should have gone inside, and maybe I could have gotten by them, but I just follow them. And now, over this little scrub jump again, and cross the finish line there. We're waving the white flag, so 1 lap left. Follow these guys through here. They're slowing me down, so I'm going to try and get by them when I can. And then there's the faster guy who I'm slowing down. He gets by me. I don't want to fall here again. Thankfully I don't. Almost did. And now around this turn in the real soft, silty part of the track. It's like soft, but it also has whoops. And since the other guys went on the inside, I went on the outside to try and not get tangled up with them. The outside's also a bit easier, so that worked out all right. Over the little bridge and to the start finish, and here I didn't mean to cut that so far. I tend to wash wide there, and he didn't, so I think I muscled by him a bit, but sort of indeliberately. And here's another guy that I think I can get by, so I'm going to try and make a move on him. But I just follow this other rider around the outside. And here, I just squeak by on the outside and try and gas it up the hill to make a little gap with that rider. And I'm going to try and catch this guy in front of me. This was actually something I wish I'd realized on one of the earlier laps. The left side of this descent was a lot smoother than the center, so I was able to just kind of coast by the rider on the left side there. Felt great. Another faster guy making his way by. Get a little off kilter there, but nothing too big. Make it clean there, down the hill. To this turn, I just kind of take it on the outside, nice and easy. I try and carry some speed up this next hill because this is just a real soft one. It's a smaller one, but the soil's really loose, so it can be sort of tricky. And now the start of the backside of the track. Little gap jump there that I case. And maybe one other rider that I think I can pick off. This was the fun part about having slow people all pass you by, is you get to kind of play with them and try and pass them, so that was fun at least. Real bumpy section, and I try and stay on the inside a bit so I don't get hung up by him. I do a pretty good job. Here again, I try and kind of stay on the inside to the sort of middle of the turn so I can make my way by him, and I did a decent job there. Was able to get in front of him. And now just one more turn and the end of the race. No more crashes, thankfully. A little scrub jump that I take too fast, and then there's the start-finish line, and that was the end of my last race of the weekend.